tes. Oke. Wow, ranks closer. Abangnya Eci, dipanggil abangnya Eci.
to recover. How are you recovering from your injuries, Nora?
Oh, it's you. Rover. Yes. I'm feeling much better. Dr. Herssen took very good care of me. I just dipped my bed and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now. Are you here to visit him?
Yes, we have something to discuss. Is he here?
He's in the counseling room next door. My friend Sagrika is in there. It might take a while, huh?
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
How to put this? I think you can have more faith in yourself, Sagrika.
Nice with the
faith in myself.
Nice some blaster on
People
me.
can be more perceptive than you might realize, including those you care about. So try not to take everything to heart. A little easier on yourself.
Gitu.
Good or bad.
Ya
true
hamster
or
deh.
false. These things have a
Yang
way
jadi
of coming to
virtual.
light. As your friend Denny has said, sometimes a little distraction is good for your health.
Yeah. I'll give it a try. Thank you, Dr. Herssen.
Belinya mahal ini.
You're
Gitu.
welcome. Again, don't push yourself too hard. I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? That'd probably go on for a whole week.
Huh? Is it really that obvious?
Only my conjecture. Would you like some candy? Sweets help keep a smile.
Sure. And is it okay for me to come back some other time, Dr. Herssen?
Why, of course. Feel free to visit my office anytime, Sigrika.
So, about that exostrider plan you mentioned. Let's get into it.
All in good time. Let's start with something lighter
Hans
first.
setuju Mas.
Something lighter?
Any topic at all. Let's slow the tempo.
Ya aman.
You're too eager. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too. Here, piece of candy. It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
No. Thanks.
I understand your anxiety over Ahmed's situation. You've always held her dear, but it's taken more out of you than you realize. Things are best taken one step at a time. The Exostrider hasn't awakened yet. The key is to pace ourselves. Slow and steady, right?
Okay. You're right. Let's table the exostrider for now. Let's talk about you, Luke. I trust I with
Persen
what we
anjir ini.
experienced together
Mas
proves she's
persen.
telling me the truth. And there's a connection there I can't ignore.
Masih persen.
You and me, we might be strangers in passing who became confidants, as you put it. But it feels like every conversation we've had just skims the surface. I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect the entire Lehigh Roy region.
Point taken. It seems a proper introduction is long overdue. Please,
Dadah.
ask me anything.
Sungai
I'll
ini.
answer as candidly as I can.
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
Ahmed said she didn't know you well, but I could trust you. You also know the bond between me and her. How?
Annette is a sharp girl. Even though you never introduced me to her, she could read between the lines of your actions. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. She's proven to be even more stubborn than you are. After you left Lahairoi, she came to see me a few times in the name of counsel, to learn about you.
You didn't tell her anything?
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in Lahairoi. Didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line of work. She later stopped these visits after realizing that. Still, I really hoped she would have opened up to me. You both tend to keep things to yourselves, and that's never good for anyone.
Why are you just me that differently?
One last question. What did you mean? I had other tasks for you.
That is a key topic suitable for discussion here. The Space Trek Collective is backed by a number of different nations and powers. Their internal politics are of no concern to us. There are many watching eyes among the support staff. The infirmary is, after all, public space. Why don't we take this somewhere more private?
To where?
I have a place in mind. Just come with me, Golden Boy.
More personal business to attend to again, Dr. Herssen?
Just a quick break, Nana. Mind holding down the fort? Next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor. Do try to return in one piece.
Don't worry. I have him with me today.
Joko.
Yes. Keep a small workspace of my own here.
Sudah main. Ini Hans sudah main.
Leave it to me.
Leave them to me. Let's not waste any more time. Imbalance ends here. Veins exposed. Blink.
The dagger in the end.
The Exostrider's sword emits a unique frequency. It shields my workspace from most long-range detection methods.
Picked a good spot.
I gotta get my friendship.
about. Now, where were we? Let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. You asked me to come to Lahai Roy to watch for any Fraxidus activity. Warren was the first Fraxidus mole you uncovered. Certainly won't be the last. Think of the Space Trek Collective as a web of competing powers. It's as much a haven for independence as a playground for agendas. An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarms and potential for technological breakthrough. Lahai Roy is a gold mine, even for the Fraxidus.
You said all of Helios.
I was one of 7. On your journey in Hong Kong and Renacida, I'm sure you've come to realize their true aim.
The Thenodian. Aleph 1.
Correct. With Thenodian's unique nature, it's sure to catch their attention. Moreover, Aleph 1 is it may be our ticket to outer space.
Spying with Fraxidus is risky. Why would I have chosen
Tapi
Well, there's a bit of a long
tapi
story.
duanya M4 remake-nya ini.
I've always preferred to see things through.
Sorry. Soalnya itu nge-lag. So itu OBS-nya nge-lag ini. Di-private dulu ini nih. Ini M4 populer di zaman dulu ini. Oh itu. Anjing. Ini komplain resistant girl.
Golden serum developed by I prefer its other name. Ichor. My father started it as a medication for rare diseases. But as research progressed, it came to represent something far more ambitious. The drug of evolution.
evolution? Sounds like Fraxidus would like.
Well, on paper it worked. I became its resonator, so it would be unfair to say it was entirely useless. But I was a rare case who survived. Associating pain and color vision. Most test subjects like me didn't make it. It wasn't until I did that I realized there was more to the story. The rest is in my study, shall we? My brother Ryan drew this picture. Not related by blood. Father took us both in after his own children passed away from a rare illness long ago. Ryan never could handle pain. He was easy to cheer up. Whenever the grown-ups would give me candy, he'd save it all for me.
So,
For a while, I tried to be the perfect son Father wanted. It never worked. So eventually I stopped trying. It only got worse from there. What Father tried to do to Ryan was unforgivable. Then came that accident. I thought what my father did was a rather mundane story. Cliché. Someone trying to atone for past guilt only to cause greater harm. Until your hints made me suspect it was someone's stage finale. So I had my father's grave exhumed. It was empty. Is heiress in the new Federation.
Those 3 items you just showed me. Did the Fraxidus get into Nobiali's work after learning about the Icar's potential for evolution?
They didn't just get into our work. They went a step further. Placement. Have you ever met the Fraxidus' Grand Architect?
1,000-faced survivor. We met near the Styx Lake deep from the dark tide. Wait, does this mean your father was...
Yes. My father was just another face the Grand Architect borrowed. Looking back now, I can't recall the moment the real one was taken. I think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Father was even smiling in his coffin as we buried him in that downpour. So, that's your answer. Why did you choose me? Because I have a very personal reason to go after the Fraxidus. Hatred.
Hatred? Even now?
Now, it has become something of a habit. Continue this train of investigation and see for yourself what they are. Before you do, there's something I should share. My friends in the Black Shores told me you've already had a few run-ins with certain overseers. Is that right?
3. Cristoforo, Filova, and Scar. Plus the Grand Architect mentioned.
Ah, those names do ring a bell. Filova is codenamed Hecate. Cristoforo? Arachnos. Intriguing, isn't it? The flair they have for their own branding. But it's a telling detail. The codename can reveal its owner's style, personal tastes, even ambitions. Think about it. A powerful resonator who causes chaos at random leaves no trail to follow. You give them a preference, pattern. They can start to build a profile from the pieces. I've been compiling reports on the overseers for years. Allow me to share what I've learned so far. I've I've reactivated your access. You'll find the door controls right over there.
This is a testament to my connection to the world around me, and it's very much my companion now. Bear with me.
Rahasia.
Praxidus is loosely organized. Most of its members have only undergone basic, artificially induced body modification. They're not terribly difficult to neutralize. But if you encounter artificers with more creative modifications, you're likely looking at the handiwork of Hydra. Hydra is their leading mind on human evolution and body modifications. Whoever they are, they often work in tandem with Hydra. In other words,
Raja Mexico.
beyond both the others are slaughtered. Zashiki Warashi won't require much of your attention. This overseer primarily operates in Ashinohara, a region that's been largely destroyed by the lament.
Ashinohara. I've heard of it somewhere before.
The girl we had in the infirmary for a while. Chisen, remember? The city that trapped her, Inami, is part of Ashinohara. Now, on to two key pieces of the puzzle. I did say the Fraxis organization, but even the most scattered cells still need funding to function. Remember that report from earlier? It's only a matter of time before you go to the new Federation. Based on the intel I've gathered, that's their most critical base of operations. And you'll find others.
How critical?
Not exactly. In the place where money talks, they must have members of the highest echelons of this. Key members.
Jam.
Their foothold in the new Federation has given them immense leverage. With that endless stream of wealth, Praxidus operates with impunity across the planet. Speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily funded by the new Federation. To be blunt, they're the Space Trek Collective's single largest donor.
Very sorry. I'm assuming the other key piece is the Grand Architect.
Praxidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities. Real people, legendary beings, and even the phantoms of the dead from those memories. Did brush shoulders with them once. It's a shame. I had no idea at the time. I missed my shot. This pen was the only thing I brought back from that great fire. I have yet to decipher the lettering. It shows one thing for sure. The Grand Architect has been around for a very, very long time. It's a pity you called me to the High Roy. Otherwise, I would have continued following that trail. But you always have good reason, right?
Covered all this by yourself.
Nevertheless, I did have some help along the way.
To get your hands on the Grand Architect's personal items, you did more than just follow the trail. You infiltrated them.
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
Knowing the Fraxidus, stealing all that intel on the overseers is risky. No matter
Puasa dia ni, babu buka puasa ini.
Shame if I got myself killed for nothing. You want me to go to La High Roy? Why?
There's evidence of their activity in La High Roy. I need you to keep an eye on things. And frankly,
Now is not the right time.
you've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time? How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like this, and you'll be no different from them.
Not pulling any punches, are you?
Trust me, that's only the warm-up. The High Roy is a nice place, Luke. Bright, passionate students, beautiful snow. Perfect for slowing things down. Listen to me on this. Come.
Very well. So I've led a leisurely life in the High Roy ever since.
Halo,
No need to worry. I know my limits.
atas. Di atas. Ya.
Let's set aside the facts of this for now. We should discuss the Exostrider plan. First, tell me what happened to you and Imeth in the Frostlands. See, I wonder you're in such a state.
I understand her reasons. She was fighting for a dream, for the High Roy, in the only way she knew how. I respect that. She chose it herself, but I won't accept it.
Singa ka sa
I
singa?
haven't tried. I'm not done fighting for her.
Of course. I wouldn't expect you to give up so easily. About the Exostrider. It started with the Space Trek Collective finding a giant solid-skin root network in the Arctic woods. They identified it as the lid sealing the Strider gate, so to speak. It keeps the Threnodian's fractured forms sealed on both sides of the Strider gate. Break it, and these forms will reunite. That wouldn't just spell the High Roy's doomsday, but the entire world. But the Threnodian still yearning to open that gateway, to explore the unknown. So, created the Synchronists. The idea was to use augmented resonance to amplify the Exostrider's power, hoping that would keep the Threnodians suppressed. Lately, the Threnodians' attacks on the seal have been increasing. I'm afraid the Pharmacist is also getting ready to make a move. With the reactor core returned, all you need now is a little patience. Wait for the Exostrider to work. Then we can focus on how to use it to find Imeth. You were a synchronist in the Academy once before. Speak with Lucilla about getting you priority access.
Then I'll wait for your news.
Certainly. But our immediate priority should be the Fraxinus. I have a feeling they're planning to sabotage our plans for the Exostrider. said he'd like to check on the Exostrider in the Frostlands before he left. Well, could be a way to take his mind off things. Now then.
Dr. Herssen, is something the matter?
Unless you always assume the worst, Lucy. Can't I just call to chat?
I find that highly unlikely, Doctor. Let's skip the preamble. What is it?
Rover.
So this is about Ivan. He was so tight-lipped with me about what happened in the Frostlands. Yet he spoke to you.
Sitting on our hands won't fix anything. He was willing to open up. If a friend runs into trouble, he'll naturally step into listen.
Ai sẽ nggak nyambung deh tuh.
I have to share too. It's the academy. Could help us get ahead of a few potential issues.
Very well. Let's hear it. The usual spot.
Oh, Dr. Herssen, it's good to see you.
Ethan, you looked fine not long ago. What happened to you?
My thesis. My spot.
Hold on. I recall you coming by the infirmary with good news or something about an institute professor recruiting you for your top marks. Is this the price you have to pay for that? Careful. You might get talked out of the job over health issues.
No, I will get that position at the institute. I'll crawl there if I have to. I'll come back from the dead if I die first.
Now you're just delirious. I know getting this opportunity wasn't easy. Can't exactly just ask for time off. Come by my office later. I'll write you a sick note. You can't run yourself like an exoswarm, thinking you'll recharge the moment the sun comes out. It's not how we humans work.
Thank you, Doctor. Good things are bound to come your way. This takes me back. I always got my best sleep when I was down in your infirmary.
What brings you to the Institute today?
Just here to discuss something with someone. How have your shifts been treating you these past few months?
Not bad. You know, these researchers, for a checkup is like pulling their teeth. I have to hunt them down myself. What do you say we grab a drink after the shift? The meal plans here are all nutritional efficiency. Tastes like chewed up cargo.
Of course. Why don't I show you that scout drone model I just finished while we're at it?
You work fast. Really do enjoy it. So
Taking things apart and putting them back together again is quite stress relieving. It's a nice way to unwind after a day's work.
So, what do you say we sneak over to Rogan's place when we get there? Liberate the cannon barrel from that precious thought of his. We can put it back after he's had a good meltdown.
I'd rather not be an accomplice to that. It's unethical. I can't believe you're still holding a grudge over that fish he stewed behind your back.
Have a seat, Doctor. Shame. Thought he would come with you.
It's been here before. Times are different now. Prefer not to have them tangled with the collective's trivial matters.
Fair enough. But I'm not like those stubborn old goats who used to do. I don't chase after pride or rank. All I care about is Star. Now go on. Give me the highlights, Dr. Herssen. Fraxidus. I understand. I'll keep a closer watch. As for piloting the Exostrider, if he is capable, that's fine by me. Research Institute will see to the preparations. That said, we can't ignore the risks that come with opening the strike.
Pablo.
I have someone in mind who can help. First, let me have a quick word with her. The Thrinovian concerns everyone.
M19.
I'll handle the board as you've asked. You focus on him and the matters here on campus.
Thank you for
Ini
understanding.
tuh.
President. Our conversation went more smoothly than I expected. Thought you might think I had a hidden agenda. As a thank you, care for some candy?
I'll pass. I'm well aware of your candy outreach program across campus. I've had my fill of sweets over the years. As for what you said earlier, I've been here long enough to know exactly who you are. Thanks to your efforts in uncovering those moles, the Academy is safer, and we have far fewer headaches to worry about. What truly surprised us was your choice to stay all these years and become one of Lahai-Roy's steadfast guardians.
I'm just glad the President doesn't see me as some busy.
You're the right kind of busybody, the kind we're happy to have.
A friend of mine sold me on this place. On and on about the beautiful snow and the bright, passionate students. Convinced me to come. When I actually got here, nothing like the brochure he described. 8 out of 10 staff members were planted here by different factions. Our students dream of reaching the stars, all while living in a gilded cage. Meanwhile, we have Roya dealing in exoswarm parts and colluding with new Federation smugglers.
Koneksi kan ini.
I know that these students are friends. They're the best minds from across the nations. If even I can see what's going on, they'd be blind to it. It's their ideals, their hope for the future that lets them endure the ugly realities of this place without becoming cynical. I only came to Lahai-Roy because a friend recommended it.
Now you've grown to like it here, right?
Yes, same as you, President. An urgent transmission from there. If you'll excuse me. What is your status? Were you severely damaged? Understood. Prioritize damage control after this call. Notify the Academy Security Department. It'll take time for them to respond. A warning. Which direction do you take her? It's the Corte Savante space station he and I discovered before. I'm on my way. escaped. He's taken a student and is heading for one of the debris fields in Frostlands.
What do you plan to do?
Going after him. I'd like you to set up a perimeter there to cut off his escape and prevent any further risks to the Academy.
You want me to secure a perimeter while you go in alone to handle Warren?
I have a hypothesis. One I'd like to verify by myself.
Very well. Your track record warrants it. Go, Dr. Herssen. I'll expect good news.
Why now?
Take it easy. Do you want one too? too. That's clear. That's clear.
I know you've been here before. Take me to the data room. Now!
Okay, I'll do anything you say.
We're heading deeper into the station. Is there some place we haven't discovered yet? Right on schedule. Accurate prediction. I am the best. It balances at teeth. The researchers, the Academy station here. 2 with gunshot wounds, but still alive. And this one? No vitals. The bleeding stopped. I should keep going after more. That's clear. Right on schedule. Entombed in daybreak. That's clear. Spatial anomalies. Can someone reactivate the Skyr system?
I'll get out of the high, Roy. Out of this cursed place.
It appears Moran's taken Navora to the data room we visited earlier. The path is blocked. It's those error modules again. I should use the adapter.
just like you asked. So, you... Where are you? Lahai Roy was just a minor setback. I'm still useful. I still have work in the new Federation. I still... Stop hiding! Say something! You! That doctor who's always watching.
We've reached a dead end, Warren. Don't you see that?
Koneksinya tadi nih.
Skyark's data room. There must be a reason. Is that just infamous? Perhaps.
Dr. Herssen! Warren, see?
Everything's okay with you.
Sama.
He struck me in the back of the neck. Really hurt.
Skip kamu info aja itu.
Keeping it bottled up is stressful in itself. Take your time. Tell me what happened when you're ready.
Okay. I'll try. I need a moment.
Rest here for now. I'll go check on Warren.
Gimana nih? Coba nonton Microsoft.
On the hospital bed. When I woke up and opened my eyes, I didn't find my head. He was frantic. Grilled me non-stop about Sahur. And when he found out I'd been to the station before, he forced me to bring him. Those researchers by the door.
One of them didn't make it. The other two are still alive.
I see. As for what else happened, I don't really remember.
It's alright. I've already formed a rough theory about his motives now. You should rest, Nipora. We'll handle things from here.
Is that so? Then, Dr. Herssen, want to share your theory?
afraid identity theft is not in the curriculum. Isn't that right, Grand Architect of the Fraxinus? Since you insist on playing the student, I'll offer a lesson. It takes two to play a game.
Didn't you? I was going to kill you when my time is over. Shame.
Regrettable that you evaded what was meant for you.
It's okay. Uncle Warren's dead. Nice and clean.
Being caught out in the open, and still he thought he could just vanish from the hype and get away with this fiasco. The naivety is remarkable.
Anyway, I got back what I wanted to, so I'm a happy girl.
On my way here, I kept wondering why you acted so quickly. Didn't fit your usual style of staying in character until the very end. Just as I thought. You were after this pen.
Ah, yes, my precious. I couldn't find it anywhere, so it was you who took it from me. This is the first time someone's taken something. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. What did you begin to suspect?
If you must know, my suspicions began to deepen during our last visit to the space station. You feigned that injury. Your acting had been flawless, Grand Architect. But even you cannot mimic what you don't understand. Death itself. To an immortal like you, no matter how many times you die, it's just another lost identity. And I happen to have seen you die before.
Oh? Is this why you've had your eye on me all this time? Let me think. Oops. Can't seem to remember. My bad. My real favorite things are the ones that are really old, far, far away. But you're something special, Dr. Herssen. You're the first person in forever to ever come this close. Without you, the game in the High Roy would be so boring. So, you get prizes. And I promise, it's right up your alley. Now, for the first one, at the upcoming new solar celebration, among all the lovely students, stands a member of the Fraxinus. Forward to that child's performance.
Telling us this doesn't do your spy any good.
But that's what makes it fun. It's a cat and mouse game. The mouse needs to know the cat is coming, or how else will it run fast enough when it's slipped over here? To win, you just have to be the hunter. And if you do catch it, it just proves they were useless anyway.
That was only the first. What's the next one?
The next prize is right here in the data room. You're so smart, Dr. Herssen. I bet you've already figured it out, no? I had so much fun on this little trip to the Sky Isle. So, how did you feel seeing Wuthering? See? Oh, home, sweet home. You're far away. The one you can never, ever go back to. Meeting you there wasn't all for nothing. The look on your face was the sweetest treat. Let's be sure to have more fun like this in the future. Until next time, you two. I wish you a pleasant past, present, and future.
Why did you stop me? You think we could have stopped her here?
Yes. My goal was to gather intelligence, not apprehend the Fraxidus' grand architect. When we dug up my father's empty grave, I realized that it is no simple feat to find an immortal who leaves no trail. The grand architect may have my observation. Playfulness is just another layer of disguise. There's a purpose behind it. When Nana called earlier, something felt off. Warren is a researcher himself. Why would he need to take a student hostage to investigate a degree field? Even if he did, breaking into the infirmary and letting Nana send a distress call was a sloppy strategy. Of course I'd be the first person she contacted.
So that's why you called me afterwards. I did hear Navora say you've had her in the infirmary all this time. You've been keeping an eye on her then.
I was waiting for her to show her hand. Until then, it was all speculation. I needed to see her end the act to be sure. Immortal, 1,000 faces. We've managed to gather quite a bit of intel on the Grand Architect. If I'm not mistaken, there should be something more important than this room. Otherwise, she wouldn't have called it a prize.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey. This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
Chị hãy cho mình sẽ có đéo bàn như này.
Selamat siang teman-teman.
The scholar who had just joined the project.
Gimana tutornya gimana guys? Karakternya ada banyak sih.
I found that scholar's record in the system.
Kalau email bocor ngehack ya.
The letters of this name are a perfect match with those
Oke, kita lihat.
That scholar is the Grand Architect.
Wah, gimana warnanya dibegal mulu sama bocil top up anjay.
The Herssen initiative was stalled due to a lack of funding until she joined. Then it was pushed back on track. Her involvement influenced the CSC's decision on this project.
Nice.
Everything else about the birthplace, employment history, or academic
Nice. GG.
Sounds like another idea for more.
Indeed. It seems we've just traced this thousand-faced individual back to an even earlier point in Solaris' history.
Ayo lari. Awas ada bocil top up.
These records also show we aimed to create interest in the CSC and their initiative during that period. That must be why she infiltrated the Skyark space station.
Universe. What secrets is it hiding beyond all those infinite stars? I really want to know.
All that footage. No need to explain. The fewer people who know about the secret, the better. It occurred to me that this wasn't a coincidence. Her goal in the past involved you. It's something to keep in mind on your journey
She enjoys playing games. She'll follow some rules. Otherwise, she died of boredom.
Exactly. And as I've said before, sometimes style, personal taste, and ambition can be more revealing than intended. Fraxidus has more than one base in Solaris, not far from the only one with a grudge or an interest in their activities. Until now, the Grand Architect has been like a reflection in water. She never appears as her own person, only by the faces of the already dead. Now, her fascination with what lies beyond all those infinite stars is a thread we can pull. We can start identifying which schemes bear her signature. But Savante, since our Grand Architect has taken interest in them before, it'd be worth a visit.
Jangan dasar.
Just a rumor. They say a city was built there under their direction. There may be clues there. As for the new Federation, You'll likely end up there eventually if you plan to counter the Fraxidus' operations in the future. Not now. Things are too complicated over there, and they handle resonators differently. Even with the Black Shore's backing, going in unprepared would be serious risk.
I'll be cautious. Before Navora, did you find any other traces of this Grand Architect alive?
Yes. There is this one thing. It's only speculation. About how Imeth disappeared. From what you told me, she died from overclocking trying to stop the Thermodian over a decade ago. After that incident, the Academy detected cracks on the Thermodian seal in the depths of the Arctic woods. Damage seemed intentional.
You mean?
I believe it was the Grand Architect who damaged the seal, and that led to Imeth's death. Ursula's people will handle things here now. We should leave.
To where?
Let's go clear our minds. We shouldn't sit with this alone. Any for your thoughts?
There's too many to count.
Feel like talking about it?
Maybe a little. I keep wondering if the choices I made in the past were the right ones. I still don't know why I chose to erase my memories. That one decision cost me my grip on everything. It made me leave so many people behind. You, Imeth, those Black Shores, and probably more I don't even know or remember now. I pulled everyone into my grand plan to save the world. And when it mattered most, I wasn't even there. If we can't save Imeth, she'll just be forgotten, left adrift in the void forever.
Even if that hadn't happened, your path was always destined to diverge from most of ours. You know your lifespan is immense. Barring some accident, most of us will leave this world long before you. Death and goodbyes are a final lesson no one escapes. For you, it's a question that lingers for an exceptionally long time.
You're right.
Since you already know that, you should also see that everyone else has already given their answer. You're still the same person you were before. Just as resilient, still bringing hope to others. That's why, after all these years, we're still willing to stand with you. And it's not because you're a supposed savior. It's because you've always been you. And we're not just doing this for you. We're doing it for Solaris, the future we all chose to fight for. We chose this path ourselves. You have nothing to feel guilty for. One can only move forward by making peace with what's lost. You taught me that a long time ago. In the end, I failed to find my father's murderer. I failed to protect Ryan. I failed to protect my own family.
But your brother is still alive. You're alive. There's still hope. You did everything you could. Who knows when I'll wake up next time. Then we'll make a promise, Luke. We'll see each other again next winter. You'll open your eyes, and I'll be standing right here, just like today.
Come now. Enough with that face. Some candy?
You always carry candy with you. You sure they really work?
As in,
It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood. Your words.
that. Honestly, not really. It's become more of a habit of mine. As a boy, I'd have one whenever things felt too big to handle. Sweetness was a distraction. Something to look forward to. Later, after I inherited Naviale, I realized there were still so many things I couldn't control. So I'd eat them to cope. Especially when I was up to my neck in trouble thanks to my business associates. Even after I left the company and set out to follow the Fraxidus' trail on my own, chewing on one while I watched those who helped me die right in front of me. Still powerless, it seems. So I've come to believe that no matter how strong a person becomes, not everything can be done perfectly. In life, many things are beyond our control. I still enjoy candy. It reminds me that meeting people is still a gift, even if I know I might lose them one day. If you let grief and anger burn you out, you become obsessed with results. You forget the joy you felt along the way. A little sweetness helps keep the numbness at bay.
I'll have one of your candies.
How does it taste?
Luke, my chances of saving Armeth, they're pretty slim, aren't they?
They are. You'll need a miracle. But you've always been good at making those happen.
Thanks for the candy. You're very welcome.
Oh, udah selesai. Gila. Aduh. Saya nggak ikut AMSA. Ngandek. Di sini aku yang seungu nih. Coba dulu ini masukin Steam ini. Dua ini berapa foto? Masukin Steam. Ini satu, ini dua. Nggak ada. Ikan palsu deh aja deh. Ikan palsu aja. Okay. Ini. Patah lagi nih. Beda. Oh ini. Happier. Yes. Mati deh. mati. Gak dek, maaf ya. Sumpah anjir. Chịu quá. Đấy.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.